Did you know that Mount Lanakila spelt backwards is Alec Anal?
I'm sorry, what?
I do now.
Lanakila.
I'm sorry. Is this still an island in Pokemon?
No.
Mount Lanakila.
The mountain where the Pokemon League is in Sun and Moon, spell that backwards, it's A-L-I-K-A-N-A-L. So Alec Anal.
Alec Anal.
Alec Anal.
I'm sure you do. You don't need to shout about it.
There was a couple of polls that I forgot. I forgot to mention the results. Well, there was one poll I forgot.
Oh,
and
you got
another
your
one.
polls out, did you?
Yeah. So
I didn't know you've been getting polls. out.
a week ago, after we did our review of Series 1, I asked the viewers what their favourite story was.
The viewers.
So the options were Dalek, Father's Day, The Empty Child, Stroke the Doctor Dances, Boomtown, and Bad Wolf, Stroke the Partner of the Ways. I thought those were probably the best ones, and I could only have 5,
fair.
so... So Dalek got 0% of the votes. The Empty Child pair and Boomtown got 10%. Father's Day got 30%, and Bad Wolf and the Partner of the Ways got 50%. So that's the viewer's favourite, the viewer's choice.
Nice.
Yeah, I can see that as a pairing. Like, Bad Wolf on its own is dated, but if you compare it with the two together, then...
Yeah. Last week, though, I asked the audience, was Harriet Jones Prime Minister?
The audience.
Was Harriet Jones Prime Minister right or wrong to destroy the Sycorax ship?
Was Harriet Jones right or wrong to destroy the cigarettes? A, yes she was. B, no she wasn't. C, yes with context. And D, how'd you get in my house?
Ding, ding, ding. So, there were 2 options.
That was a terrible Chris Tarrant impression. Can we just all agree on that?
So the options
Is that the club
were...
singer version?
Good jobs!
Derbs!
They take A, B. Anyway, that's really fun. I like that. Okay.
What, hobo Chris Tarrant?
So the options were right or wrong. We got 9 votes. 22% of the people said right, and 78% said wrong to destroy the Sycorax ship. So the people have spoken. She looks old.
Harriet
she looks
Jones
tired.
was an idiot.
When did we care what the people spoke?
Yeah. But
Secondary question.
so on that note, Panstall commented saying that the Doctor's ruining of Harriet Jones Prime Minister, quote, the Doctor's ruining of Harriet Jones Prime Minister's career has far-reaching consequences. Because he got her kicked out of office, we don't get Britain's golden age. What we do get is an opening for the Master to step into power. The Doctor stops him, the Master gets shot and refuses to regenerate. Later he gets resurrected, leading to the event of the end of time. Potentially, kicking out Harriet Jones, Prime Minister, may have led to Ten's death, ...
Oh.
That's a bit... Okay,
What,
that's
as much as a stretch as you going into the whole her getting fired was a good thing because of the whole Copper Foundation and stuff.
That's a bit more of a direct influence, though.
But would we needed that?
I mean, yes, there's 10 degrees of Kevin Bacon, but, you know...
6.
It's 6. Sorry, 6. Is it 6 degrees of Kevin
But
Bacon?
the Copper Foundation, would that have not carried on even without her? Mr.
No, it would
Copper
have done.
still came to Earth and still did his thing. She just happened to pick it up. So it doesn't...
Find a penny, pick it up.
That would have still happened even if she'd stayed Prime Minister.
I guess, yeah.
Why are we getting onto this? Again.
Today is... Well, Rich, you were about to say something, sorry.
Was I?
Yeah. Before I said...
Oh, yeah, secondary question.
Yes.
Was the Doctor's response justified or not?
Well, we discussed that.
Yeah, I know, just so you can put that as a secondary poll.
It's too late now. It's gone.
Yeah, I know.
Been
We
there,
can bring it
done
up
that.
again when Harriet Jones comes back.
Sorry, who?
You know, MP for Fidel North?
Oh, yes. I know who she is.
Harriet Jones, former Prime Minister, excuse me.
Yes. Aha.
Yes, we know who you are.
So
I think that's probably one of my favourite running gags,
yeah.
at least in the Russell T Davies era.
Did you see the video I sent you about that Pokemon ROM hack?
Crystal
called
Clear,
Crystal
yes.
Clear? Yeah. How good does that look?
Yeah, the only thing that's annoying me is I can't find a place to get it.
You can download it from the website of the hack.
I couldn't find it anywhere.
It was in
said
the
at the end of the
description of the video.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you're one of those people.
Oi. No, I scoured the whole bloody website.
Did you?
To be fair, I was very tired. Okay, so I'm on the YouTube page that you sent me from Pika Spray.
Yep.
2 lines of text, Twitter link, gameplay channel, 8-bit endcard music.
I swear
literally
at the end of the video, he did say where you can find it.
Yeah, and I went to the website.
Okay, I misremembered. Sorry about that. Yeah, no, I must have Googled the
you.
website myself.
I'm not as much of an idiot as you think I am.
Do you know what?
Oh, the website's been taken down.
Yep, that's what I was about to say.
I love that. The ultimate pig fan site. This bitch empty. Yeet. The fuck.
I have downloaded it.
Oh, have you? Oh, brilliant. Can you send it?
Yeah, I'll put it on the drive. Illicit file sharing action. Okay. Sorry, I apologise.
Thank you.
I'm now on the Pika Spray video, and one of the comments towards the top is, "Shh, Nintendo will hear and take it down."
Yes.
Yeah, it really, really annoys me how, like, fan works like this, like
That's our
another
fault this time.
Yeah.
like stuff like this, stuff like AM2R, like fan games that people have put time, dedication, and love into and expect no profit from
Yeah.
are targeted down and taken down by Nintendo because it infringes on copyright. But like
They
there's
offer
so many,
nothing in comparison,
Yeah.
do they? Yeah.
and there's no end of like crappy flash games or like insulting shit that is taking the name and slamming it into the ground. But yet they get to stay on absolutely fine.
Yeah.
It's so unfair. Like
Because Nintendo get worried that the fans are doing better than they are, which half the time they are.
so you know
because
what
they're
you do at
doing
this
all the-
point? You hire them and bring them on to develop the next ones.
Yeah, but Nintendo aren't smart. They're putting Fire Emblem characters in Smash Brothers.
But there you are. Crystal clear. It's very
Are you
good.
uploading the Crystal Clear to the Google Drive now?
No.
You do it afterwards?
Well, yeah. I'm not going to do it when we're in the middle of a thing that requires the internet.
This is very true.
Not like when...
I am currently uploading my audio of this podcast to the G Drive as we record it. We are going out live, people.
Yeah. It's not like, playing a multiplayer game over the lines, like, for example, Magicka, and having a terrible ping and wondering why, and then an hour later saying, maybe I should cancel this download of a large Steam game and see if that makes a difference. It's not like
Hey,
that.
I never did that.
Yes, you literally did exactly that.
Did I? Yeah. When?
Hey, wait a minute, I never said it was you. Why did you jump to that conclusion?
Because it isn't exactly going to be Aussie.
You saying I don't buy Steam games? I
I'm
don't.
saying
I
you
just
didn't
wait
play
for
Magicka
Christian
with us.
to get me the code. But actually, I have got Magicka
Yeah, you played it with us once.
once, yeah. But that's because I always had problems actually getting onto it.
Yeah. It was good fun. We should do that again. We should play Magicka Arena again.
Magic is great. I'd quite like to play the story again, because it was very funny.
Yeah. Well, we can play through Magicka 2.
Magicka 2. Magicka 2. We haven't finished Magicka 1 yet.
Magic for me, magic.
Yeah, we have. We finished Magicka 1. We just didn't do, like...
The Dulks.
We didn't... The Stars Are Left.
We didn't do the Dulks. As far as I'm concerned, it's not finished until all the Dulks are finished.
Well, when do you want to go back and finish it?
So this time
There
we're
we go,
looking at
that's-
New Earth.
See, that's always the problem, isn't it? You say you want to do one thing, but as soon as, like, I say, okay, then let's do the thing, you're always like, oh, I don't know, though.
Yeah, but I didn't say I literally want to do it at a specified time that we need to plan. I just said I would like to do it. I did, that's not
So
a
would
promise of
I.
doing it.
To be fair, we haven't even finished Saints Row 3, let's be fair.
I'm gonna break this for a hilarious joke I've just found.
Oh, go on.
Dating someone with children is basically like playing another man's saved game file.
I like
dear.
that.
That was... It made me giggle. I completely forgot what you two were talking about just because I read that.
It wasn't important.
No.
we both
It's
knew
just
he
us
was right.
bitching.
Yeah. So, right. Has anyone got any other episodes to talk about before we go on to
No, I don't have any other biscuits.
Doctor Series 2? Who? Cool.
Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew.
No, it's just
With
Drew.
who too?
Oh.
That's not my joke.
With woohoo?
To wit to Ruhu.
With woohoo?
Dr. Review.
Dr. Riv 2.
Doctor of Two.
Doctor of 2, Father of None.
So, New Earth.
If he's a doctor of two, then he hasn't got very big clientele, has he?
He is a Doctor of Two. 2 hearts. But
Oh. Maybe he's just like someone's private doctor.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
What, would private doctors still only have like 2 patients altogether? Though?
I don't know, maybe there's like some like ultra rich people whose friend was a doctor who was like upset in his job, so they said, oh, we'll pay you loads of money and you can just look after our ailments because we're so rich that we've got gout. That's how it works.
So it's kind of coincidental we're talking about being doctors and illness and stuff, because New Earth takes place in a hospital.
It does.
Oh god, yeah, it was this episode.
And
At
their
least they had a
cats.
little shop. I like a little shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the cat people as well. They're cool.
they're quite cool.
They weren't. They didn't get used enough. I don't think. They could have always brought them back and
Agreed.
given them a bigger role than New Earth and Choo Choo under the
Gridlock.
Gridlock. That's it.
Yeah.
That's the only 2 episodes they appeared in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Basically, any Face of Bow episode apart from his first one.
Yeah.
And his last.
Which,
Which was new
are you
Gridlock.
talking about Captain Jack?
Yeah.
Hey-oh.
Yeah, if we were doing that though, then they haven't appeared in. They've appeared in like 1% of Jack's episodes.
Oh, well. Anyway.
What was I going to say? Yeah, so it was a bit of a hokey plot in this one, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
What was it? Little spider on my desk.
The characters
you.
were fun. The story was shit.
Yeah. Where's he gone?
Oh, God, yeah, because it was Lady Cassandra, wasn't it?
Well, and the whole that they all got cured at the end by just passing on this like
Yeah.
water.
Come here, you little
like-
shit. Come here.
He mixed all the medicines together. They somehow absorbed it into their skin and then could pass it on through the skin.
That's science. God damn it.
Yeah, I mean, when you say it like that, yeah, it is kind of stupid.
Yeah.
When you highlight the stupidity, it becomes stupid.
When you point out the flaws, apparently it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. But you could tell David Tennant and Billy Piper were having fun the entire time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Which is where I
I'll
think
give Tennant
the
this. He
enjoyment of
always
this
looked like he was having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's talk about things we didn't like. So number
Chip.
Yeah, he's right. Number one, when someone transforms into the Plague Boy, and it like freeze frames on their face to allow the CGI to work, because otherwise, if they moved too much, they wouldn't be able to apply. I really hated that, even as like in
was that?
2006 when it came out. I was like, that's so stupid.
Which bit was that?
So someone's healthy, they get touched by a plague man.
like when the cat first gets touched because they've all been released, and she sort of stops up against the wall with an air face, and they just sort of fade on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I don't
thought
think the mill are quite gotten used to it at the moment.
that was just low budget CGI, and also the plot, like you said, apparently they'd meant to do something a bit different with the plot.
It was meant to involve the big blue man a lot more, wasn't it? The mayor of New York.
Oh, I don't know that. I've started the sentence and realized I couldn't remember all the details. But it was something like 'cause they'll just kind of get healed and he like snaps his fingers and they're all better. But it was meant to be like he'd have to make a decision about whether to how to stop them.
yeah,
whether
it
to
did
kill
feel
them.
like they were building up to something and then just completely forgot about it.
Like most of Matt Smith era. But anyway.
Shots fired.
And I like that era.
You'd better have burn heal.
Hey-oh.
So yeah, what do you say? Chip? Don't like Chip?
No.
Chippy chips.
It's kind of annoying.
I don't dislike him. He's just sort of there.
I guess.
I didn't really. Yeah, I don't say he annoyed me. He's just sort of there.
Well, to each their own.
And he jumps down like a poop chute or something at the end, doesn't he?
Oh, God.
Well, I think it's just an empty waste bin,
okay.
because you hear him clang on the
Oh, right.
bottom of the bin.
I thought he like jumped into the incinerator or down into a cistern. And I guess he pops up and, pull yourself together. It's only a bit of poo.
Oh, no, actually, he jumps down into the waste bucket, and then the next we see of him, he's up against the doors with all the zombies closing in on him. It's all like, how the fuck did he get there?
Oh, yeah.
It's something I pointed out in my reaction of it.
Ah.
So, this is all just highlighting to me how little I remember about this episode.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was, yeah.
I give it a 6.
It's pretty generous.
Yeah. I know.
Really?
I'd give it a 6.
It's good fun.
I don't
It
think
lets
it's
the
bad.
lieutenant stretch his emotions.
Yeah.
Stretch
It's
his range.
fun, but even then, it sort of is. You've only just had a regeneration. You're not even used to this new doctor. Is the best episode to have a body swap episode as episode 1?
Yeah, that's true.
Especially if people haven't watched the Christmas Invasion, because some people think, oh, it's a special, it's not canon, and then they watch New Earth and think, wait, what the fuck? Why is it all different? I've seen reactions
guess.
like that, actually.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, 5.
I was going to go for around that, yeah, midway. I can't give it more than a 5.
Yeah, that's fair.
The story had the working title, The Sunshine Camp.
Oh, God. So, I can't actually remember what episode 2 is.
Tooth and Claw.
Oh, yes, of course.
Oh, I was going to try and make you guess by saying, imagine a load of bald men who are also monks that love
See, I would have
bright
got it from
colours.
that.
Oh yeah, Tooth and Claw started off like fucking Avatar The Last Airbender, didn't it?
But without any bending.
Yeah.
And actually a better plot.
But there was
And more believable CG.
I was talking about the animated series,
Yes.
not the
I
abomination. The abomination that no one chooses to remember.
And yet somehow still does.
dear oh dear.
Dear, oh dear.
Oh dear oh dear.
Oh, actually,
Oh dear, oh dear.
Oh dear oh dear.
keeping
silly
on
you.
New Earth. New Earth was the first time David Tennant uttered the phrase, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry,"
Oh.
Yeah.
which was when he opened up one of the things and
Pods.
first saw the pod people.
Pod people.
They're the pod people.
Pod
people of the pod.
people, pod people.
Walk like pod.
Pod,
Talk like people.
like people.
Fucking classic. Right.
Oh dear. I love like the Easter egg and stick of truth where you can go and find them. It's brilliant.
I have not played. Anyway, so yeah, to the claw. It was
Tooth and Claw.
alright. Wasn't it? I think it was a lot better than New Earth.
Yeah, it was.
The whole monk thing was a bit weird though.
Yeah, it didn't really have much impact on the plot.
And I never understood at the end when they shine the moon onto the guy, and then he's like floating in the air like a gelf talking to him.
Oh,
Spoilers.
doing the whole Jesus pose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Who?
This episode looked nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a very spooky, gothic-y type
Yeah. I love a
of
gothic.
episode, which is
Yeah.
probably what people remember it for the most. That
Yeah.
and Queen Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, shit, there was a wolf in that one, wasn't there?
Do you remember us? Like, not long after this episode happened, Henbury got officially opened by Princess Anne.
Vaguely. I couldn't remember that it was after this episode, but I remember
It
she
was,
opened it,
because I
yeah.
remember you saying to me that you were so tempted to go up behind her and go, oh!
Oh god. I'm very glad I didn't.
Like, immediately tackled by the Secret Service. Because you know too much, obviously.
Well, I know D Squared was filmed after New Earth
Yeah.
because Rich has a line about kissing his companions twice.
Yeah. Man.
God, Princess Anne.
Fuck, is that really that long ago?
What was that?
Is it really that long ago?
Yeah. No, what did Christian muttered something about Princess Anne?
I was like, God, Princess Anne opened your school. What kind of posh school did you go to?
Henbury.
Henbury Secondary School. It's a comprehensive school.
Yeah. It's a comprehensive arts college.
Is it really now?
It wasn't when we were there.
No, it was fucking Henbury Secondary, innit?
We joined it. It was just like we joined and it was still under like
Mr. Astley.
Ofsted.
Special measures.
Yeah, we were still in
yeah.
special measures for our first 2 years of school.
I love the idea that you get schools that are called comprehensive. Like, do you ever go to a school that's just like a, not full, not fully, just like a bit of a school?
See, that's always like I've wondered that. Like,
Or everyone's just confused because they can't.
when you
comprehend
open a
it.
new school, when you open a new school, surely the year sevens will be the only ones in there.
Oh yeah.
So it'll literally just be the year sevens for the first year, and then there'll be year 7 and year 8, then 7, 8, 9.
Like all the year 8 and up teachers are just like sat in empty classrooms going, oh, well, where is everyone?
Unless two schools have merged to make this new
I know,
school.
but then it's just like, do the year 11s just suddenly come from nowhere?
They must maybe they were in another
Or do
school.
they like transfer over? It's
and they're-
just like,
but like maybe they go to a school that's 20 miles
20
away and
minutes,
this one's
yeah.
2 miles away, so they move.
Yeah.
I know, it's always confused me. It's just like, but there would be 5 years of just like empty classrooms.
No, this is the school you can't comprehend. This is the Henbury Incomprehensive.
The incomprehensive house. No, the incomprehensive school next to the memory house.
Yes, in the catchment area. Well, I'm glad we figured that out.
And it's also kind of relevant because episode 3,
Wait, did you have anything else to say about Tooth and Claw?
I liked it.
Yes.
Yeah, I liked it than the previous one. The story was better than the previous one, but the characters weren't as funny.
Yeah,
And
it
Rose
felt like
Rose
it felt
was
like
pushing.
classic New Who.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
it did have a very classic vibe. Rose pushed the whole "we're not amused" thing, though.
Yeah,
So
it was a
the
little
first
bit too
two
much.
times it was funny. The third, fourth, fifth, and sixth time she did it is like, all right, girl, you're about to die.
Yeah.
Of course she's not amused. You don't have to ask her about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon like there's like the rule of 3 for comedy, isn't there?
Is there?
Like,
After
yeah,
the
it's
third
like
time, it's not funny anymore.
Okay.
yeah. So if you do it once, you
Shit.
set up the joke. The second time is funny, and the third time is like, oh no, come on, and then you get the payoff.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Whereas like doing something twice isn't quite enough, but 4 times is just getting repetitive. So like the rule of 3 is always like the decent number. This is why we work so well, because we're 3.
Oh, at least.
Indeed, there you go. See,
So
at least 3.
we follow the rule of at least 3. Just keep on repeating the jokes and drive them into the ground.
If you say something at least 3 times, it becomes a meme.
Yep.
Oh wait,
Like the
Doctor
at least 3
Series
thing.
2 was the ones that had the TARDIS saves.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, because I always remember the TARDIS for episode 3, which was Mickey sat in a calf looking up conspiracy theories on his laptop.
Cafe.
No, because they're from London, so it's a calf.
Denied.
Sorry?
Oh,
Sorry?
yeah, and then it was blocked by Torchwood.
Ah, right.
Mickey's TARDIS.
Oh, I don't remember that. So what scores would we give Tooth and Claw then?
Well, I think we need to give it. Oh no, wait, we did. Ignore me. I blanked out us actually scoring New Earth. Tooth and
I'd
Claw
say
You
maybe.
could give it a
7.
new score.
I'd give it about a 6, maybe.
It's a 7 from me.
6.5, 7. Yeah.
It's a 7 from me. I went 6 for New Earth and it's a 7 for Tooth and Claw.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So then,
So.
for episode E, as you say, is School Reunion.
Yes.
My personal favourite of this series.
Oh,
Sarah Jane Adventures episode 00. Even though technically episode 0 was Invasion of the Bane, so this is what comes episode -1.
yes.
That's what this is. Sarah Jane Adventures episode -1.
Invasion of the what?
Invasion of the Bane. It was the first. It was the pilot to Sarah Jane Adventures.
So episode 1.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
So-
no. It was
Why not?
It's because the Christmas Invasion isn't episode 1 of series 2.
Wait, but was Invasion of the Bane...
It was a pilot
first
broadcast
episode?
on No, not of the series. It was broadcast on New Year's,
Ah, okay.
and then
Was that
year...
the interactive red button one?
No, that was
No, that was
it
Invasion of
just
the Grask.
Attack.
Yeah, no,
Attack of.
Attack of Grass.
Attack of the yeah.
Attack of the Grask.
God.
Attack of the Grask.
Dum dum dum.
Thanks.
Yeah, no, Invasion of the Bane was like its pilot, and then the series started the next year.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool.
Well, technically the same year because it was broadcast on New Year's Day, but
Anyway,
This is getting very confusing.
School
Unnecessarily so.
school
not
reunion.
if you know what you're talking about, Rich.
Oh.
This is true. This is why I leave the hooing to you.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Leave the hooing to you. Leave
yeah.
the Ewing to who? So
Ewing.
yeah, school reunion.
Yeah.
What do we think?
Oh, it's good. The bit,
Yeah.
the bit where Sarah Jane
nostalgic.
turns round and sees the TARDIS is a great bit of Who.
Yes.
It's
As is Rose and Sarah Jane talking to each other. Oh, he never mentioned you.
Oh man,
No.
the Missus in the X was every guy's worst nightmare.
I will say that this episode sort of clinched the fact that Rose was just too much of a stroppy kid for me.
Yeah?
Because Sarah Jane was jealous, you could tell, but she wasn't there sort of giving the whole sort of teenager attitude. Oh, he never mentioned you.
Obviously, they dissect them, or maybe you haven't got to that part yet.
Yeah.
I'll throw
Where
that
you
out there.
from? The Dark Ages. Yeah.
Sarah Jane started that
Loch
one, though.
Ness
That's the point I'm making.
monster.
That was a Sarah Jane line, actually.
Yeah, I know.
We were
just
talking
like
about Rose's line.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah. But I was giving you a line that Sarah Jane did that started an argument like a bitchy girl, just to kind of, counteract your
But
argument.
was that... I can't remember her say... I think she just said that she thought they dissected him. And then Rose came back with, oh no, we haven't done that for years. Where are you from? The Dark Ages?
No, it's Sarah Jane Smith says, obviously they dissect them, or maybe you haven't got to that part yet.
Okay, no, fair enough, yeah. I'm still on Sarah Jane's side. Fuck Rose.
I mean, they
How do you guys remember this stuff?
because this is my era of Doctor Who. This is
Yeah.
the stuff I watched like 5 times after it
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah. This is the
enough.
stuff I spent the whole of secondary school obsessing about.
This is
To
very
the fact
true.
that I spent 2 fancy dress walks, one dressed as Tom Baker and one dressed as David Tennant.
Fancy
remember.
dress walk.
Yep.
Fancy dress walk
Is that
like a
like-
sponsored walk, but
Right.
fancy dress.
To get rid of all the
Sorry.
kids that want to come in fancy dresses, just go and walk over in that direction.
It was around the field, up through Blaze. Yeah.
That's what I
Teletubbies come to
remember,
play.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a long way.
Like the one kid who decides to come as like a deep sea diver from the 1800s is really regretting it. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oh, mind you, I was quite regretting it because I went as Tom Baker one
With all
year.
the scarf and apparel,
The
I guess.
scarf,
Yeah.
the hat, I had like a waistcoat, a shirt, an overcoat.
Oh.
Pulling on our K9. Didn't Steve go as a tent?
Yes.
Yeah, Steve Weston went as a
Steve
tent.
Weston, yes. There's... Oh. I'm sure we could find pictures of this somewhere.
Yeah.
Just reminds me of Ralph Wiggum. I'm Idaho.
I'm in danger.
What do you think of the in-school reunion, the kind of attempted moral dilemma? Did it work? Did it nerk? Of them, they're trying to solve the Skasis paradigm, and Anthony Head says, "Oh, you will join," because that's how he talked.
It was quite rushed a bit, though.
Yeah. I think you will join us in time once you discover what we're doing. And then the Doctor finds out what they're doing. And
Join us in time.
Anthony Head says, you could help your people. And the Doctor goes, oh yeah, I could, great. And Sarah Jane says, and Sarah Jane's like, no, Doctor, you can't. And the Doctor's like, okay, you're right. And that's that.
Yeah, no, that was a bit rushed, but I think with School Reunion, the plot is very much a side element. The plot isn't what's important, it's the character interaction.
Yeah, like the whole thing with the, what the hell are they called?
I don't know.
The bad guys?
The chips? Oh, Krillitane.
Krillitane.
Yeah, the whole thing with them was kind of a MacGuffin. Like, they weren't their focus. The focus was about Sarah Jane.
Yeah, it's literally Sarah Jane Adventures episode minus 1.
God's sake.
We've decided this. Two votes to 1.
Fine, episode -1. But like, what was I going to say? One thing I did like was when Mickey's in the when he runs into the ICT lab and all the kids are working on the thing, and then he just follows the computer wires around. It's all down into one 3-pin plug. I like that.
Like, how many extension cords does that room have? That's a fire hazard.
More to the point, the wattage is way lower than what it needs to take to do all those things. Yeah. But I did like how simple that was. That was very sort of like a, oh, that's nice.
It's very slapstick. It's nice to drop things like that in every now and then.
And again, just getting into the building in the first place.
We are in a car.
Yeah, but
what?
How could we get in there? Yeah. We are in a car. Yeah, don't you have like a laser or a teleport or something?
We are in a car.
We're in a car.
Affirmative. Oh yeah, and then
oh my god, I'm the tin dog.
Yeah, that bit is poor Mickey.
Oh yeah, another good thing about this episode, it's the moment Mickey actually steps up and becomes a companion.
Yes.
Yeah, I like Mickey.
It only lasts for 3 episodes and then we lose him. But
spoilers.
Oh no, I still say that the best thing about Rose's era was her friends and family, not her.
I'd agree with that, actually.
Yeah.
Because Mickey, Jackie, I'd rather watch episodes with them than Rose.
Yeah.
It's weird how they're more enjoyable than the main character.
Yeah.
I wonder why that is.
Because Rose was a bitch. I think I just disliked her because of how much she mistreated Mickey.
Yeah.
And I've never kind of lost that, you're a bitch, girl, type of mentality to her.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's
I've got nothing against Billy Piper. It's Rose I don't like.
Yeah, that's fair.
What else happens? That's pretty much it, isn't it?
K9 gets blown up, but it's pointless because he gets rebuilt.
Yeah.
Physics! Physics.
Exactamundo.
Correctamundo.
Oh,
Correctamundo. Never said that before, and I probably never will again. Have you seen the headcanon about that bit where he's saying physics? Somebody came up with the idea that he's actually saying a really complicated mathematical equation, but nobody else, because it's so complicated, the TARDIS can't translate it in time, so he's literally just saying physics. See, I like little things like that. It's just like, yeah, okay.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, it wasn't
Wrong aging English actor.
I'd give it an 8.
In a Doctor Who? Oh, yes, he was. Yeah, I'd say it's fair.
Yeah.
Being unbiased, 8. But as a fanboy, this is my 10 out of 10 episode. This is the episode of Series 2 that I can watch over and over again. More so than, say, the finals. Actually, I wasn't a big fan of Rose, so the finals didn't mean as much to me as they did other people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is probably my favourite of this series. Personally.
Personally.
Just because
Personally.
I'm a Sarah Jane Adventure fanboy as well. Sort of.
Yeah.
I watched that alongside Torchwood and Doctor Who, as all three of them aired.
Yeah.
So,
So, the episodes have been getting better and better this series, which leads us onto, I think, probably our final episode of today, which is The Girl in the Fireplace.
I really like this one.
Which
is usually the fan favourite.
I mean, I'm going to put this out there right now. This is a 10 out of 10 for me.
Agreed.
My first 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because
it's maybe I wouldn't give it a 10. There's
This is
I
back
wasn't as
before-
into it when I was younger.
No, but like watching it again is just like, oh yes. Like this is before Moffat got drunk with power. You think that's fair?
if you believe he's drunk, you'll believe this is wine.
So
Do you want to try that one again?
Just basically
It's
the
quoted from
entire
the
10th
episode.
Doctor era was Moffat not drunk on power.
Yeah.
And then as soon as Matt Smith took over,
Series 6 onwards, I'd
we
say.
lost him.
Yeah, we lost him.
Well,
He's gone.
Series 5, he started to feel it. Series 6 is when he gave into it.
Series 6 was his, I like this show. Another!
Yeah. Yeah, Series 5 was just the one, just to get him nicely,
Just
Sort of merry.
nicely drunk. Not totally
Yeah.
smashed, just nicely drunk.
a bit like the Doctor was in The Girl in the Fireplace.
Oh!
Have you
Even though-
met the French? My
Yeah.
God, do they know how to party.
Even though I personally don't think he was actually drunk and he was just David Tennanting it up.
Well, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what he says. If you believe that, you'll believe this is wine. And he pours it onto them and suddenly he's sober.
Oh yeah, it was oil, wasn't it? Yeah, it was
Yeah, it's good. Got spooks. Got some.
Questions.
Got some excites.
got the best of both worlds, as it were.
Oh.
We've got time travel and the past mixed with the future and spaceships.
And, like, the best thing is, it has a horse.
Yeah. Well, it's got spooks and it's got sads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last bit still makes me tear up.
And actually, I think I'll say Rose didn't annoy me in this episode.
Because it wasn't
Because-
really focused on Rose, was it? It was more
No,
of a
but like
Doctor episode.
even at the end, when you could tell the Doctor was all depressed because he'd lost Renette, Rose wasn't all jealous about it. She asked him if he was all right. And it's all like, oh, okay. She actually feels like she cares for once.
Yeah. And Mickey's a bit of a hero as well, saying to Rose, "Come on, show me around the rest of the ship." Mickey knows what's up. Wants to be alone, Rose.
A lone Rose.
Would
On
smell
a
as
beach,
sweet.
washed up.
Oh, careful.
Foreshadowing.
But are wolves howling on that beach? And are they very naughty for howling on that beach?
Oh, you naughty dog. No,
For
wait, hang on.
A bad wolf?
Programmed, created and developed.
My
By
naughty
bad
dog.
wolf!
Oh,
Yeah, bad wolf, naughty dog.
imagine
Yeah.
if you started up Crash
Crash.
Bandicoot Warped, and it came up with Bad Wolf in there, and suddenly you just hear da 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 da.
No, you just hit the
Cliffhanger
closer
noise.
by going like, dong, dong.
What was I about to say? Something important, probably. Oh well.
I love the
Renette-
the clockwork robots. They're
That
very
was
good.
it. That was it. The models of the not only are they quite cool and spooky, but the actual clockwork model that they built for the show was amazing.
Yes.
And then they had to smash it.
Many viewers and fans speculated from trailers that they'd be Autons.
Ah, yeah.
I
yeah.
can
They
see
used
why,
in the
yeah.
weapons. But this was also the first time someone turned the Doctor's mind melding on him.
Yeah.
Yes.
A door once open can be stepped through in either direction.
Yes. When's that happened? Has that happened before?
Not that I
I mean,
know
afterwards.
of.
I mean.
Not that I
Dunno.
can think of off the top of my head.
Well,
Actually,
so it's the only
I
time.
think what I like about this episode is it made me realise how I'd prefer Renette as a companion than Rose.
Yeah.
Oh, don't say that. You'll set me off again.
Why?
Because that was the whole sad thing about the episode, wasn't it?
Oh, God, yeah.
That she couldn't.
Yeah. Dear, oh dear.
Now, you see, why couldn't the Doctor just not open the letter so then he doesn't know about... no, because he talked to the king, didn't he?
Yeah.
I was going to say, as long as he didn't make himself part of events, he could have always gone back to before she died. But he spoke with the king, so he made himself part of the events.
Yeah.
Okay. I tried to think of a way of getting around it and bringing her back, but... Curse you, Moffat. You think of these shitty things.
Oh my God, she was Lady Penelope
What?
in the Thunderbirds movie.
What?
Renette, the actress, was Lady Penelope in the Thunderbirds film.
The film that no one really paid attention to.
Yeah, when did that
Yeah.
film come out?
2004.
Oh.
And I think it was after this episode, but she was dating David Tennant at some point.
Yeah.
Was she?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure whether it was before or
05
after
to 07.
filming.
I don't know if it was because of this or they got her in because of that.
After filming an episode of Doctor Who.
So they probably got together through this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great episode. It's hard to talk about an episode where we were just say, yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, because nobody's really against it, are they?
No. The only one thing I'll say is the TARDISode for this kind of gave away the twist about what happened to the crew. Because yeah, the TARDISode was from like the POV of one of the droids, like saying to the crew that they don't have the parts, and then proceeding to start to cut them up when it cuts out.
Oh. I've never actually seen the TARDISodes.
They're probably on YouTube somewhere, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was just like little 2-minute introductions to each episode. They tried doing them again with Matt Smith's era, where they had like the Pond Life
Yeah.
shorts, and then the Inside the TARDIS shorts and stuff like that.
So one interesting thing is, while Stephen Moffat has the writing credits, the idea was conceived by Russell T Davies while researching for Casanova.
Maybe Davis is better at coming up with the ideas and Moffat's better at putting them into script.
Yeah.
Unless you
And
want to
then
write
when
believable characters, in which case Russell T Davies is your man.
Well, yeah. Yeah, but sort of the plot, the characters don't come from the plot. The characters come from the writer.
Yeah, that's
You know, if you've
then
got
when-
good characters, if you can create a plot, you can have a situation, put the characters in, and then the story writes itself. Like, how does this
Rita
character
Skeeter.
react in this situation? That's how you know you've got a good character, if you instinctively know what they would do.
yeah, true. So,
Which is why I don't really like dinosaurs on a spaceship. But anyway,
do you know, it's so funny. I actually cannot remember a single detail about that episode, which I think speaks volumes. We'll get to that.
Apart from the fact that it had dinosaurs on a
Yeah,
spaceship.
exactly.
And I remembered that it would have Mitchell and Webb as robots.
Oh Jesus, I don't remember that at all.
and Mr. Filch as
Yeah, yes.
yeah. Fuck you, Walter Frey. Anyway,
Don't speak to the First Doctor like that.
Mr. Filch in the role before he got the better Doctor Who role.
yes. Anyway, so how would we rate Girl in the Fireplace?
10.
10? Good.
10.
10.
It's like on Strictly
From
Come Dancing,
there,
where they
I
all...
was- 10.
I was
they-
going to go for a 9 because I wasn't as keen on it as a kid.
No, we're doing the Strictly Come Dancing thing. We're all going to hold up our ping pong bats at the same time and say 10 in unison. That's how it works.
Don't be Craig. Don't be Craig, Ozzy. Don't be Craig.
I've held up my board, bitches.
He did a Craig.
God damn you,
dare
Craig.
You see,
God damn it, Craig.
I've never watched Strictly Come Dancing, so I have no idea what you guys are.
That's probably for the best, all things considered.
I haven't seen it for years and years. I don't think they even have all those judges anymore.
No, Craig, Bruno, and Darcy are there, but Len's left.
Oh, it's a 10 from Len.
I know. Yeah, it's a 10 from me.
Yeah, I don't know what it was about this one though, but as a kid, it kind of bored me a bit. Maybe because it was about the whole romantic element of the Doctor and Renette.
If I was reviewing this from when it first aired, I would give it like a 6, 7. But looking back on it, it's definitely a 10.
Yeah, that's why I think I'll go for the 9.
That's fair.
My initial thoughts have knocked off a point, but it's still not knocked off enough to take it down to what it would have been when I was younger.
That's fair.
It's got better for me with time as well, but I still liked it when it was on. I like most of these, if I'm honest.
There are 2 episodes during Matt Smith's era which are definitely like that for me, that I wasn't too keen on them when I first watched them, but I absolutely adore them now. But we'll get to those.
We will.
Spoilers.
So that's it for this week then.
Yes.
4 episodes.
AOB, any of the biscuits?
Alb. No, not from me.
I've never played that.
They've played what?
Owlboy. No, I've heard of it. Apparently it's quite good.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I did actually get Pokken Tournament.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I am Blastoise. Here's my ban.
Yeah, he's the one he's what I've been using pretty much.
Oh, really?
Blastoise and
Oh,
then-
damn.
That feel when not Decidueye. There.
but I'm guessing our support sets are different.
I'm still experimenting to try and find which one I like.
I just go for Mimikyu because
Mimikyu. See, I'm quite tempted to go for Sylveon because Sylveon.
They had the Pokemon World Championships a couple of weeks ago, and part of which was a Pokken tournament. It was really entertaining, actually. It was really good. Some good drama. I'd recommend that. And also, the VGC is still chugging along, which obviously I was interested in because I used to play it quite a lot, but there you are. I didn't imagine you're that interested. So.
Yes. Cool.
is that
That's
or
that.
That is that. That is the bell.
That is that.
No.
So I'll I'll get that crystal clear up on the drive.
Thank you.
Yes.
So there you are.
Yes.
Cool.
Wunderbar.
So plan wise, Ozzy, you still alright for this Saturday?
Yes.
Magic.
Yes.
And then podcast wise, are we all still alright for next Thursday?
Should be.
Yeah.
Double magic.
Magic.
The Gathering.
Yeah.
Bisto. Next time, bye.
Next time, bye.
Yeah.